Good morning, friends. Right now, Standard 11, Subject English, First Language. There are two textbooks you know very well. One of them is Snapshots. We have completed first unit in every textbook along with the poem. So now, after completing second unit in the main textbook, second unit in Snapshot, the address. Snapshot, this textbook and page number 10. First of all, we shall go through difficult words. First of all, difficult words from page number 10. CHINK. Chink means narrow opening. Narrow opening. Fleetingly. FLEETINGLY. Fleetingly means for very short time. For very short time. Cardigan. Cardigan means gown. Cardigan means gown. Now, page number 11. Musty. MUSTY. Musty means damp and stale. Damp and stale. Jamb. JAMB. Jamb means post or pole. Post means pole. Lugging. LUGGING. Lugging means dragging. 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 Crick. CRICK. Crick means painful spilling. Painful filling. Friends, a photo of this boardwork is being sent to you so that you can find out the words at your time. Page number 12. Page number 12. Reprovingly. REPROVINGLY. Reprovingly means criticizingly. Criticizingly. Coat rack. COATRACK. Coat rack means cover. Errand. 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 Errand means tour for business or job. Errand means tour for business or job. One photograph of this boardwork is being sent to you so that you can find the words at your time. Now, page number 13. Now, page number 13. Hanukkah. Hanukkh. Hanukkah. Hanukkah means dirty. 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 Cumbersome. Cumbersome. Cumbersome means large or heavy. Large or heavy. Muggy. Muggy. Muggy means dirty. Hanukkah means dirty, muggy means dirty. These both are similar words. Pewter. Pewter. Pewter means metal. 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 Second meaning of Hanukkah. One kind of festival. Page number 14. Page number 14. Jingling. Jingling means ringing sound. Ringing sound. Shreds. Shreds means small pieces. Shreds means small pieces. Okay, in this way, difficult words are over. One photograph of this work is also being sent to you. Now, summary of the story. Friends, this is a story about effects of war. The narrator is living on the outskirts district, that is boundary districts of a country. She is living on the outskirts, that is boundary districts of a country. And it seems from the news headlines that the war is approaching. It seems from the news headlines that the war is approaching. Every day we listen or read in the news, on TV or in newspapers, that on China border so and so happened, on Pakistan border so and so happened. Now there are some Indian villages are there also. What about the people living there? Anytime they fear that the enemy army will invade. Anytime they fear that the enemy army will invade, will attack, will come in. Anytime this is possibility remains there. And so, once the friend of the narrator's mother, a woman who is the friend of narrator's mother, comes to their house and says that as the war is approaching, you must hand over all the valuables to her, so that if any time you have to migrate from this area, you can do it easily and without any risk. She frequently visits the narrator's mother, and whenever she comes, she takes away some precious articles, some precious valuables in the name of safety. After taking all the valuables from narrator's mother, she never returns. She never returns after taking all the valuables. Narrator's mother tells the narrator, who is a girl also, who is the daughter, narrator is a daughter. Narrator's mother tells her that our valuables is with Mrs. Dorlings, who is my friend, and gives her address. And gives her address too. Tragically, narrator's mother passes away. Tragically, narrator's mother passes away. And says the narrator before passing away that she should go to the address of her friend and bring back all the valuables. And bring back all the valuables. After her mother's death, narrator goes to that address. The address of Mrs. Dorlings. What happens? She even denies to recognize her. She says that she does not recognize her. When the narrator gives her self-introduction, she also rejects to let her come in. The narrator understands very well that her intention is not to return the valuable articles. She leaves from there, but she tries a second chance and returns to that address again. This time, Mrs. Dorlings is not at home, but her daughter is there. She went in the house and sees all the valuables in her house. How can she identify them? Because the tablecloth had a burnt sign. The tablecloth had a sign of burning at a corner. It was there also. In this way, she identifies that she is at the right place. And she also recognizes, identifies her mother's silver articles. But she knows that she will never return, and she convinces herself that at that time they had a big house like a bungalow, and so these articles were suitable. Right now, narrator living in an ordinary house with a small room, so these heavy luxurious articles are not suitable for them. And in this way, she tries to forget the address. The narrator tries to forget the address and catches her train to back to home. Friends, we shall write this summary on the board so that you can write it also. Because we are learning from home, line to line reading will be done by students only at home. I am going to write the summary on the board. The address is a short story. The address is a short story by Marga Minko, with a conversation between the narrator and a woman named Mrs. Darling, and a woman named Mrs. Darling. The narrator asked Mrs. Darling, the narrator asked Mrs. Darling if she still knew her, if she still knew her. The woman, slightly hiding behind the door, slightly hiding behind the door, showed no sign of recognition, However, she saw the woman was wearing her mother's gown. She noticed that Mrs. Darling was wearing her mother's silk gown. The woman finally accepted that she knew her and asked her if they had come back, if they had come back. The address is a short story by Marga Minko with a conversation between the narrator and a woman named Mrs. Darling. The narrator asked Mrs. Darling if she still knew her. The woman, slightly hiding herself behind the door, showed no sign of recognition. However, she noticed that Mrs. Darling was wearing her mother's silky gown. The woman finally accepted that she knew her and asked her if they had come back. A photograph of this boardwalk is also sent to you. A photograph of this boardwalk is also sent to you so that you can write it in your book at your time. You are not required to make haste to write it. Photograph is being sent to you. You can write it at your time. एक बार हिंदी में समरी रिपीट कर देते हैं। रिपीट कर देते हैं। मेरे जो एवरेज फ्रेंड्स हैं जिनको इंग्लिश में समझ में ना आया हो, हिंदी में कंफर्म हो जाए। लेखिका अपनी माता के साथ एक ऐसे बाउंड्री एरिया में रहती है जहाँ पर दुश्मन सैन्य के साथ गोलाबारी होती रहती है। तो लेखिका की एक दोस्त जो एक महिला है वो अवारनवार उसके घर आती है और फिर कहती है कि आपके पास जो भी वैल्यूएबल्स है, कीमती सामान है, वो मुझे दे दो। मैं अपने घर में, जो कि अंदर की तरफ है, देश के अंदर है, बाउंड्री पर नहीं है, वहाँ पर संभाल के रखूँगी। जब आप माइग्रेट होके वहाँ पर सलामत तरीके से स्थान शिफ्ट करोगे तब मैं आपको आपका वैल्यूएबल्स लौटा दूंगी। इस तरह से लगेगा कि मम्मी की फ्रेंड जितनी भी बार आती थी उतनी बार कुछ ना कुछ वैल्यूएबल्स लेके जाती थी। जब कोई भी वैल्यूएबल्स कीमती सामान बाकी नहीं रहा तब उसने आना बंद कर दिया। लगेगा कि मम्मी का देहांत हो गया और देहांत होने से पहले मम्मी ने लेखिका को अपनी दोस्त का एड्रेस दिया और बोला कि वहाँ से सारा सामान ले आना। लेखिका एड्रेस पर जाती है, लेकिन मिसिस डॉर्लिंग जो लेखिका की मम्मी की दोस्त है वो पहचानने से इनकार कर देती है। बाद में वो एक्सेप्ट करती है कि हाँ वो पहचानती है, लेकिन वो घर के अंदर आने देती नहीं है। लेखिका सेकंड ट्राई के लिए थोड़ी देर के बाद, थोड़े घंटे के बाद घर पर जाती है, तब मिसिस डॉर्लिंग घर पर नहीं है और उसकी डॉटर है। लेखिका घर में जाती है, सारे वैल्यूएबल्स घर में दिखते हैं। मिसिस डॉर्लिंग ने जब वो पहली बार आई थी तब मिसिस डॉर्लिंग ने उसकी माता का सिल्की गाउन पहना था। वो एक निशानी थी कि वो सच्चे एड्रेस पर है। और घर के अंदर सभी वैल्यूएबल्स वो जो बचपन से देखती थी वो सब दिख रहे थे। टेबल क्लॉथ जो कि एक कोने से चला हुआ था वो भी एक निशानी थी कि वो सच्चे एड्रेस पर थी। लेकिन जिस तरह से घर में आने से मना किया, लेखिका श्योर थी कि वो वापस नहीं करेगी अपना सामान। तो लेखिका ने अपना मन मनाया कि ये सब सामान था तब बड़ा बंगलो था, अब तो हम एक छोटे से घर में रह रहे हैं, उसमें लग्जरी आइटम्स अच्छी दिखेगी नहीं, तो मुझे चाहिए नहीं। और वो अपनी ट्रेन के लिए घर को वापस जाने के लिए लौट गई और एड्रेस भूल जाना चाहती है, एड्रेस को भूल जाना चाहती है। इस तरह की समरी है। वी आर गोइंग टू राइट द सेकंड पैराग्राफ ऑफ द समरी। द वुमन was not ready to see her. The woman was not ready to see her and told her to leave, and told her to leave. The narrator glanced at the nameplate again. The narrator glanced at the nameplate again, which read Darling in clear letters, which read Darling in clear letters. With a number, with house number 46. As narrator remembered her mother had given the same address. She remembered that Mrs. Darling used to visit their house frequently, and would take away heavy suitcases of valuables every time she visited. She told her mother that she would save all the valuables for narrator's mother she would return them all. She would return them all when the narrator and her mother shifted to a safe place. A boardwork photo is also being sent to you. Photograph of this boardwork is being sent to you so that you can write it at your own time without making any haste. I just get you read it. The woman was not ready to see her and told her to leave. The narrator glanced at the nameplate again, which read "Darling" in clear letters with home, with house number 46. As narrator remembered, her mother had given the same address. She remembered that Mrs. Darling used to visit their house frequently. Frequently. Frequently, and would take away heavy suitcases of valuables, valuables every time she visited. She told her mother that she would save all the valuables for narrator's mother. She would return them all when the narrator and her mother shifted to a safe place. Now, it is the time for doubt or queries. If any student